Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor addressed the media Friday and confirmed the worst for Joe Burrow. After leaving Thursday night's game in the second quarter with a wrist injury, test results showed he's out for the year with a torn ligament, which will likely require surgery. That means Cincinnati will likely go the rest of the season with Jake Browning under center. An MRI revealed Ravens tight end Mark Andrews suffered a cracked fibula and an ankle ligament injury Thursday night. That's according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. It's believed to be a long-term injury. Justin Fields is good to go for his return to the field on Sunday. Fields has no injury designation and will start as expected against the Lions. Fields admitted this week the injured thumb that has kept him out of the last 4 games is not 100%, but it felt good enough and he's ready to get back on the field. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Tiffany absolutely hated her job.
I was living paycheck to paycheck on a dead-end job that I did not like.
She's been considering a change with My Computer Career.
I was able to qualify for financial aid.
Just 2 nights a week in a classroom and studying from anywhere online opened up a whole new world to her.
I get job offers all the time. IT is practically recession-proof.
Become an IT pro in just months with 0 experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
I highly recommend My Computer Career.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Want to know how to get the same cell coverage for up to half the cost? Well, instead of spending a fortune building and maintaining their own cell phone towers, Consumer Cellular just pays to use the same towers as the largest carriers and passes the savings on to you. Pretty smart, huh? Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Half the cost savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 5 gigabyte data plan with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plan offered by T-Mobile and Verizon May 2023.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's Osoaza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Osoaza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Are you ready for some football?
Yeah!
Really, are you ready?
Kxo AM 1230 has primetime NFL football. The best matchup on Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night. No fees. NFL football is free on AM 1230. Don't miss any of the action. NFL primetime football on AM 1230 is brought to you by Southwest Security Services, Brownie's Diner, the Town Pump, and El Centro RV Service Center.
And are you ready for some birthdays? We got some birthdays. It's 7:31 on this Saturday, November 18th. Birthday people today. Brenda Vaccaro. I remember her well. She's 84 today. Linda Evans of Dynasty, and she did some other country shows, TV shows, programs. She's 81 today. Susan Sullivan is 81. We have actor Jameson Parker. He was Simon and Simon. I think he was one of the Simons. He's 76. We have singer Graham Parker is 73. The comedian Kevin Nealon. He was on Saturday Night Live. He's 70 years old today. Oscar Nunez of The Office is 65. Actress Elizabeth Perkins is 63. Kim Wilde, she's a singer. She's 63. Guitarist Kirk Hammett of Metallica is 61. We have Owen Wilson, the guy with the crooked nose. He's 55 today. Actor and comedian, a very funny guy, Mike Epps, is 53. Chloe Savigny she was in The Big Love and Boys Don't Cry. She's 49. Stephen Pasquale of The Good Wife is 47. And Nathan Kress of iCarly is 31. If you have children, you've probably seen iCarly. We have local birthdays coming up next.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep. That is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Aaron Patton, Sophia Cano, Vernon Noel, Joshua Green, Laura Garcia, Kenny Ray, Michael Escobedo, Eric Phillips, Kay Veliquete, Esteban Ramirez, Valerie Valencia, Patty Johnson, John Edwards, Chris Fennell, Alina Lemus, that's Gabe's little angel, Mike Matia, Gloria Ariola, Tanya Ornales, Maribel Ariola, Ruben Morales, and Danny the guide dog. Well, Donnie the guide dog birthday was yesterday, is what they said. So we're going to celebrate again today anyway. Happy birthday to one and all.
Hi, it's Jared Onchondo with Kxo Radio. Join me Tuesday, November 21st on East 3rd Street in Westmoreland between 5 and 7 p.m. for the Westmoreland Community Food Pantry 5th Anniversary Celebration. Enjoy food distribution, farmers market style, vendors, nutrition resources, and more. Let's gather to celebrate the work of the Westmoreland Community Food Pantry and the impact it's had over the past 5 years. Find new ways to live healthy at the Westmoreland Community Pantry 5th Anniversary Celebration from 5 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, November 21st on East 3rd Street in Westmoreland. I'll see you there.
And it is now time for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. The biggest hospital in the Gaza Strip has been mostly evacuated, says CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb.
Dozens of critically ill people, including a number of premature babies who cannot leave, will remain there with a handful of doctors and carers.
Israel denies claims that it ordered people to leave the hospital. A state judge in Colorado says Donald Trump's name can appear on the presidential primary ballot. KCNC-TV's Alan Janae.
Donald Trump's campaign said this is another nail in the coffin of the un-American ballot challenges.
Rain will fall in some parts of the country the first few days of Thanksgiving week, says National Weather Service meteorologist Bob Oravec.
It's going to impact the areas from the plains on Monday and then pressing eastward into the Midwest on Tuesday and then late Tuesday into Wednesday along the East Coast. So it's going to impact a lot of people.
Parts of upstate New York could get freezing rain or heavy snow on Wednesday into Thanksgiving Day. CBS News Brief. I'm Christopher Cruz.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. The next wave of rain is hitting Southern California. National Weather Service meteorologist David Sweet.
Rain and thunderstorms with locally heavy rainfall. Some of the highlights include the possibility of urban flooding, even flash flooding.
Charges have been filed against a man in the death of a Jewish protester in California. Ventura County District Attorney Eric Nasarenko said that in filing involuntary manslaughter and battery charges against 50-year-old Loe Al-Naji, prosecutors relied on new physical and forensic evidence.
In addition, we were able to take video as well as digital footage, put it together, and establish a clear sequence of events leading up to the confrontation.
California K-12 students will now be required to identify fake news. The new media literacy skills will take effect next year. In San Francisco, the most expensive place to buy a pumpkin pie at nearly $10. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, Ivy Transit invites you to Stuff a Bus. While fares remain free for all riders on Ivy Transit bus lines, we are collecting donations to provide meals for local families in need. Donate a can or dry food item from November 1st through November 18th. Just place your donation in the collection box as you board. All donations will be delivered to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Ride with us and Stuff a Bus. For more information, call 760-482-2900 or visit ivytransit.com.
And it is now time for Local News Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center on Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Try to clear out the pipes just a little bit. What's going on today? We've got the 2023 Westmoreland Honey Festival going on today. The theme this year is Believe in Yourself. Festival will be held today. It'll run from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at South Center Street in Westmoreland. It's going to be a blood drive as well. The event is hosted by the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce. The events include pancake breakfast, spelling bee challenge, honey tasting, coloring contest, bee healthy free fun in the park, 5K run, youth boxing, busy bee of the year award, beekeeper of the year award, parade and dance performances, and of course the blood drive. The Flying Doctors Health and Wellness Fair is being held today. It'll be at the Valley Academy School on Ross Avenue in El Centro. Starts at 8 o'clock this morning. Participating with the Flying Doctors will be the Imperial County Office of Education, County Behavioral Health, El Centro Regional Medical Center, Intercare, County Public Health, and more. The Health and Wellness Fair will feature medical health application assistance, mental health screenings, dental and vision checks, blood pressure checks, haircuts, information booths, and much more. The event is open to the public, and all are welcome to attend, especially the military community. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And the unemployment rate for October was released. Those are the latest numbers available. Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department released the jobless report. According to the October report, unemployment in Imperial County came in at 19.3%. That is up from a revised 18.5% in September and above the year-ago estimate of 16.9%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate for the state of California at 4.8% and 3.6% for the nation during the same period. According to the October report, there were 14,400 eligible workers unemployed in Imperial County out of a labor force of 74,600. Unemployment in Imperial County remains the highest in the state. And El Centro City Council member appointed to the Finance Committee. The League of California Cities announced the appointment on Thursday. President of the League of California Cities, Daniel Parra, appointed Edgar Garcia, El Centro City Councilman, to the 2023-2024 Finance Committee. The Board of Finance Committee works with staff to prepare the Cal City's budget. It also assists in other financial matters, such as monitoring Cal City's finances, recommends financial policies and practices for Cal Cities. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news. A service this morning of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And now it's time for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Annual Re-Entry Summit held this month. It was the 6th annual summit. The Imperial County Probation Department, in collaboration with the Imperial County Sheriff's Office, hosted the 6th annual Adult Re-Entry Summit, a pivotal event aimed at supporting individuals transitioning back into the community after involvement with the justice system. This year's summit held over 110 community partners and 50 stakeholders, marked a significant stride in the county's efforts to foster rehabilitation and community integration. There were over 271 attendees at this year's summit, including justice-involved individuals and others representing recovery and rehabilitation programs like New Creations, Turning Point, and Jackson House. Speakers at the event included Superior Court Judges Monica Lepe Negrete and Christopher Plurd, Sheriff Fred Miramontes, Ramon Leja from the California Office of Youth and Community Restoration, and Counselor Danny Gutierrez from the Imperial County Behavioral Health Services Department. And the 11th Annual National Philanthropy Day in Imperial County was held Wednesday. Over 300 attended the event at the old Eucalyptus Schoolhouse. The event celebrates the power and impact of philanthropy in the Imperial Valley. It also recognizes and honors some of the community's special people, businesses, and organizations. 2023 honorees included Tom Dubose, who received the Lifetime Achievement Award, Les and Terry Rogers. They were named Philanthropists of the Year. The Spirit of Philanthropy Volunteer of the Year, well, that award went to Jim Shin. Philanthropic Corporation of the Year, that award went to RDO Equipment Company. Special Nonprofit Achievement Award went to the Imperial Valley's New Creations. Several distinguished philanthropists and distinguished volunteers were also recognized during the event. And the city of El Centro passed a resolution objecting to the Imperial County's Local Agency Formation Commission's continuation of an expansion application by the Pioneers Memorial Hospital District. During a special meeting Wednesday evening. AB 918 became law on October 8, 2023, and began the ultimate goal of forming a county-wide healthcare district named Imperial Valley Healthcare District by combining the Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District and PMHD. The IV LAFCO is proceeding with the CEQA hearing and the consideration of the various steps in the annexation process of PMHD's expansion application, which has been continued to their March meeting. The El Centro City Council's objection or opposition to that event is not only them, it's also they joined the city of Calexico and the Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia in opposing that action, that application process. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
This is the time of year that we here at Burgers and Beer like to remember what and who we're grateful for, like our customers,
kindness,
our health,
our pets,
friendships,
parents,
freedom,
grandparents,
Food on the table.
Weekends.
Family.
Holidays.
Our military and their families.
Vacations.
First responders.
Music. Musicians.
Employees.
Healthcare workers.
And our beautiful country, to name a few. And happy Thanksgiving from Burgers and Beer.
The high temperature yesterday, 76 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 55. Just a trace of rain overnight. Partly cloudy skies expected this morning, then gradually becoming sunny, with the highs right near 79. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows around 56. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, coming south after midnight, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny skies on Sunday, highs right near 78. West winds at around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 52. Sunny on Monday, highs right near 72. Northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. And right now we're looking at 57 degrees, 93% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Calexico. Air quality is now good for the rest of the region. You've been listening to Local News Page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner during bring the family or meet your friends and family at Burgers and Beer. Gather together.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is now time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. In the local sports, the CIF, San Diego Section playoffs, are continuing, but they're getting slimmer and slimmer. The Division 5 playoff championship game was played yesterday at Escondido High School. It was Sweetwater defeating Vincent Memorial 46-37. Vincent is now eliminated. They're eliminated from that. In Division 5 AA, Oatville Vikings, they are in their championship game today against the Army and Navy Academy Warriors at Escondido High School. That game will be played at 1 o'clock this afternoon. NFL broadcast schedule for KXO this weekend. Sunday morning game, the Raiders at the Dolphins. That one will be broadcast on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. Sunday night football, Vikings at the Broncos. Monday night football, the Eagles at the Chiefs. Those two games will be on KXO AM 1230. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And on the NBA scoreboard, it was the Bucks over the Hornets, 130-99. Knicks got by the Wizards, 120-99. 76ers over the Hawks, 126-116. Cavaliers beat the Pistons, 108-100. Celtics got by the Raptors, 108-105. Kings beat the Spurs 129-120. Magic over the Bulls 103-97. Pelicans beat the Nuggets 115-110. Suns got by the Jazz 131-128. Lakers won. They beat the Trailblazers 107-95. Clippers beat the Rockets by a score of 106-100. In the National Hockey League, just a couple of games played, 3 games. The Maple Leafs beat the Red Wings 3-2. Same score, Jets over the Sabres 3-2. Panthers beat the Ducks by a score of 2-1. And Matt Wallace birdies every hole in the back nine, ties a European record in Dubai. That's the most consecutive birdies right in a row, all 9 of them. Allison Lee surges late and tied with NASA Ataoka atop the LPGA final in Naples, Florida. Now we have Ludwig Aberg shoots a 6 under 64, has a one-shot lead in the RSM Classic. And switching to tennis, Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic are going to face each other again. They're going to meet in the semis at the ATP Finals. Alcaraz leaned back and won. He won his match, so that creates the matchup there between him and Novak. Andy Murray, he is withdrawn from Britain's Davis Cup squad. He has injured himself again. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow out for the season, likely needs surgery. In Cincinnati, Joe Burrow's season is over. And MRI showed the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback suffered a torn ligament in his right wrist in Thursday's loss to the Baltimore Ravens. The team termed the issue an acute injury that likely occurred in the second quarter. On the next play, Burrow threw a 4-yard touchdown pass in what will likely be his final throw of 2023. And Michigan's sudden change in how it was approaching the Big Ten's ongoing suspension of football coach Jim Harbaugh in the past several days coincided with 2 new significant developments in the NCAA's ongoing investigation into the Wolverines' alleged cheating scheme. According to sources familiar with the situation, Harbaugh and the university were preparing earlier this week to challenge the Big Ten's right to suspend the coach via a restraining order and a civil lawsuit filed in state court. On Thursday, the school's lawsuit was voluntarily dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be reintroduced in the future. On Friday, Michigan fired a linebackers coach, Chris Partridge. And the Bengals coach defends Logan Wilson amid the criticism for the Ravens' injuries. Bengals coach Zach Taylor on Friday delivered an impassioned defense of linebacker Logan Wilson after he was scrutinized for his tackle of Baltimore tight end Mark Andrews and other plays that resulted in injuries to Ravens players during the Thursday night game. There you go. That's a look at sports. Sports has been brought to you by PMH, Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And once again, in case you missed it, Vincent Memorial was defeated yesterday. Sweetwater beat them, won the championship game in their division, 46-37 over Vincent. Today, Hodeville in the Division 5 AA division, they take on Tri-City in Escondido High School at 1 o'clock this afternoon. That division will be decided then. Okay, now we're up to date. Financial news and weather. It's brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. In the financial news, the S&P 500 rose on Friday and clinched a third straight winning week amid a red-hot November rally. The broader index added 0.13% to settle at 4,514.02. The major averages each notched their third straight positive week. S&P 500 added 2.2%, while the NASDAQ jumped about 2.4%. Dow Jones closed the week with a 1.9% advance. This is the first 3-week win streak for the Dow and S&P 500 since July, and the first since June for the NASDAQ. These gains were sparked by tame U.S. inflation data, and that gave hope to investors that the Federal Reserve's tough stance on rate policy may be in the rearview mirror. Stocks have been on a tear this month. In November, the S&P 500 is up 7.6%. Dow is up 5.7% gain. NASDAQ has leapt 9.9%. There you go. We got your weather coming up next.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 76 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 55. That was just a trace of rain overnight. National Weather Service says a weather system will pass through the area today. Drier and cooler conditions will settle into the region on Sunday. Breezy to locally windy conditions are also expected over much of the area Sunday afternoon into Monday, with the strongest winds across the lower Colorado River Valley. For the rest of the next week, dry conditions are expected to prevail with temperatures at or just below normal. Weather forecast calling for partly cloudy skies today, then gradually becoming sunny. Highs today right near 79. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, overnight lows around 56. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies, highs right near 78, west winds at around 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 52. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 72, northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 59 degrees, 87% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Calexico. It is good for the rest of the region. Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
This news on the hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Allison Keyes. At least 32 Palestinian civilians are dead after Israeli airstrikes in South Gaza. This, as a Palestinian health ministry says, there's a catastrophic situation at Al-Shifa Hospital over forced evacuations. CBS's MTS tie-up is there.
We have a fast-moving situation on the ground inside Gaza where we understand doctors, nurses, the wounded, and internally displaced people have started making their way to Gaza's seafront after they were told to evacuate the Al-Shifa Hospital. Now, we've not been told where they will go, if they'll be taken to other hospitals, or how they'll be cared for. But before this apparent evacuation order by Israel, we understand that at least 650 people had been sheltering inside the Al-Shifa Hospital.
Now to SpaceX, which got its Starship rocket into the air but then had to explode it. The FAA is investigating what it is calling a mishap. Jonathan Amos is with the BBC.
What we saw was the rocket lift off from Texas. It got through the crucial staging, the separation of the two halves of the rocket. The top part, the ship, carried on. It was supposed to continue the ascent for about 8.5 minutes. Now, either just before that or just after, the computer on board basically destroyed the vehicle.
The holiday travel season is already underway, with airlines warning travelers to get to the airports early to avoid any drama as folks start moving out for Thanksgiving. CBS's Chris Van Cleave has the latest.
Already this month, the TSA has screened more passengers than before the pandemic.
We're expecting to see the most passengers departing from Atlanta, Denver, Dallas, and Los Angeles. Lines will be longest early morning and early afternoon for people heading out.
More people are expected to drive, over 49 million, according to AAA, making this the third busiest Thanksgiving ever.
In New Hampshire, authorities say they have identified the gunman who fatally shot a security guard at a psychiatric hospital. New Hampshire Attorney General John Formella.
He was most recently transient, so he had recently stayed at a hotel in the Seacoast area. We also know that he had spent some time living in the Concord metro area.
The United Auto Workers Union has overwhelmingly ratified a new contract with Ford. It's similar to deals with two other companies, including General Motors. Workers at Ford voted just over 69% in favor of the new deal. The new contracts will raise pay across the industry and help reshape the business as it shifts away from vehicles that run on gasoline. The agreements run through April 2028. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ready to move to an easier home? Now's a good time.
Is a very, very, very fine house.
And it may still be, but like Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, may Mr. Crosby rest in peace, for many baby boomers, there may never be a better time to sell those homes bought for a song in the 70s and 80s. As the Wall Street Journal points out, the stairs aren't as easy to climb anymore, and with home prices up sharply since the pandemic and so few on the market, downsizing could pad out retirement savings. The trick, according to the Journal, being the crowd. If boomers decide to sell en masse, prices would go lower and defeat the purpose. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
If you've been shopping Black Friday deals, you may already be smiling. Many popular gifts are less pricey than they were a year ago when inflation was near its 40-year peak. That means prices are down on everything from smartphones to TVs. Allison Keys, CBS News.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could mean lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ROCK to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ROCK to 42424. That's ROCK to 42424.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen, I would like to introduce
George Gale.
I got style, I'm cultured, I'm sophisticated.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230